Fossil Fighters is one of my favorite DS games of all time, and when I 100%ed this game years after obscurity, it turns out that you guys also enjoyed the game as much as I did growing up. So today, we're going to 100% the bigger, the better, the sequel, Fossil Fighters Champions. With 174 dinosaurs, the addition of cutscenes, a brand new combat system, today we're going to be 100%ing Fossil Fighters Champions. But obviously, how on earth do we do that? Well, first, obviously, we do the story. It's kind of long, so buckle up. There's a couple of more things we need to do, but we're going to be revealing those as we get there. The story of Champions starts off with our character gazing upon a cliff. You and your best friend Todd have snuck onto a mountain trying to find a Vivosaur in action. And let me just say, this Todd guy, I don't really like him. I think there's something over there. It's crazy because the models looks really good. Oh, it's a cutscene. That's an Allosaurus. It's my boy. Jump on, both of ya. Huh? Get a move on now. But. That's our main character. Look at him, dude. Look at that abdominal strength to carry his friend. You end up being saved by Joe Wild West, the Gordon Ramsay of the Fossil Fighters universe. He is the best fossil fighter out there, which makes me feel very insulted because I saved the universe in the last game, but no one seems to remember that. Anyway, the Allosaurus that chases us ends up finding us once again, prompting Joe to ask Todd if he wants to fight it. Todd ends up having, or faking, a stomachache, allowing us to take the reins instead. Joe Wild West then gives us the option of one of 4 starters, never ever seen before. And of course, we end up picking the highest damage one, Arrows. Grease my pants and call me Slick. That's a fine choice there, small fry. Wait, is this a custom cutscene for our dinosaur? Oh my god, it is. Oh, look at ours. He kind of reminds me of an air fryer. Combat in Fossil Fighters Champions is a little bit different than Fossil Fighters. Unlike the support zone and attack zone, there's a brand new mechanic of range. Because of range, close range, long range, and mid range, damage can vary, and thus making every single Vivosaur much more accessible. Anyway, Joe ends up giving us the Arrows Dino Medal and basically tells us, hey, in 10 years, when y'all become real Fossil Fighters, come and meet me. And so 2 years later, our main character and Todd end up flying over to participate in Joe Wild West's tournament, the Calio Cup. Hey, I can see Calisteo Fossil Park. That's where the game's gonna be. Did they actually show it to us? We end up going through the tutorial on Ribular Island. Fossil Fighters Champions takes place in 3 main islands, and this is the first one. In here, we're given the tutorial on how to dig up a fossil, and it's very similar to the first game, except the color palette is much more refined. We end up digging up a Tricera, and surprisingly, they actually give it to us off the bat, which is very nice because Tricera was one of my favorite dinosaurs in the original game. And so we're now given the battle tutorial. A couple of things are a little bit more different. Like I said, the range is now a statistic that we have to factor into every single battle that we do, but also positioning. If you have 2 front dinosaurs, then your support effects are going to be split among them. Likewise, if there's only one, then only one is going to get all the support effects. But before we get back into the plot, have you guys ever wanted to do a crazy challenge on a game you've beaten before to see if you can do it? Whether you think it's possible to beat Terraria or Undertale with a steering wheel, or beat Elden Ring DLC on level 1. No, I'm the only one. Well, let me tell you guys about today's sponsor, WeMod. WeMod lets you customize single-player PC games instantly, perfectly for creating wild challenges or getting past frustrating sections in your favorite games. Perhaps you're like me and you can't beat one of the final bosses in Hollow Knight, and that causes you to end the entire series, and that's almost a year ago. While using WeMod, that's a piece of cake, because WeMod enhances how you play, allowing you to skip these sections, or if you want, add extra twists onto the game. This was precisely how I set up my Elden Ring DLC level 1 run, by using God Mode to kill Moog at level 1. But here's the thing, WeMod isn't just limited to those features. WeMod includes interactive maps and AI guides as an overlay right in your game, meaning you don't have to alt-tab whenever you're stuck to look up information. And personally for me, I absolutely love this because, you know, I don't really have all day to grind a lot of games. Sometimes I just want to explore or even figure out if the game is worth playing, and with WeMod, you can do this whenever you want and how you want. I've actually used WeMod for a ton of my thumbnails on my second channel, including my Subnautica thumbnails. It lets me find the fish that I need for the perfect thumbnail shot without spending hours looking for them and then just dying to them. On top of that, WeMod is a super easy one-click setup. With smart game detection, it can find all of your installed games on your computer, and on top of that, you got a super clean and easy UI, meaning it's super intuitive to use. I love using WeMod for fun, stupid challenges, especially on games that I've like already beaten before. But yeah, check out WeMod using my link, wemod.gg/AdrianW, or you can go ahead into the description and click that link instead. I worked with WeMod before, and I've used WeMod for so many thumbnails and ideas for my videos. It is an absolute game changer for single player games. But yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for checking out the sponsor of today's video. It helps me out a ton. It helps support this channel. Once again, thank you guys for checking out WeMod. You guys are awesome. And yeah, let's get back to the main storyline. They're about to announce a tournament reward. It's a cutscene. In what world did you make this technology? I'm the owner of this here park. The name's Joe Wild West. You fighters are gonna love it here. We got the 3 islands to explore. Now get ready for a surprise. That he looks important. The girl next to him also, because I want y'all to know that this Cup's champion will get my park. You'll own her free and clear. Really? I wonder why he's giving it away though. Anyway, we're given access to the first area, Treasure Lake, to prepare for round 1 of the Calio Cup. While here, we end up digging a couple of fossils, and we found a brand new mechanic that I completely forgot about. What's this? A new dinosaur. What is this? I forgot they did that. If you hit like a specific pressure point of a thing, it makes it easier. You got a Pacro head. Okay. I can get behind it. It's a mid-range large mother's slab. Interesting. They're naming the like moves more unique. Whereas before it was like name of the dinosaur, bite. Anyway, with the addition of a brand new dinosaur named Raja, who is going to be a very core component of our team, we end up going back to Treasure Lake to get some more Vivosaurs, where we run into the Sasuke of Fossil Fighters champions, Rupert, and he's here to win. He ends up destroying Todd, and afterwards it's announced that the first round of the Calio Cup is beginning, and our first opponent is Todd. Of course it's Todd. And so after digging up a couple of more fossils, we head on back to the main lobby and fight Todd. And if you think I feel a shred of remorse or guilt, you are wrong. How much damage we're doing right there? 64. Almost dead. I really like the new battle screen. I like this. It's nice. It's like, it's familiar, but it's a little bit new. I'll use Raja Rage. Bite. Oh, see you later, buddy. I'm so sorry, Todd. With the defeat of Todd, not so surprising, he's kind of a loser. We end up unlocking a brand new area called Jungle Labyrinth, and we run into this archaeological professor. He's basically exploring the origins of this Vivosaur island and the history, and after feeding him a melon seed, he reveals the lore of an ancient ruler called Zonga Zanga, who also had the ability to revive dinosaurs from fossils. We end up going deeper into the Jungle Labyrinth, where we end up finding a couple of people telling us that there's a monster in the woods. As we go deeper, Todd gets scared, of course, and a mysterious girl wearing a kind of similar mask to the Dig-a-Dig tribe appears. She ends up tagging along, and we go deeper inside the Jungle Labyrinth to find this mysterious monster, where it turns out it wasn't a monster at all. It was just a robot. Turns out these two guys built this monster-like machine to scare everyone from participating, therefore getting more fossils for them, allowing them to progress more in the cup. But of course, we stop them. Thus, the second round of the Calio Cup happens, and we're facing Rocking Billy, the NPC we passed before entering the Jungle Labyrinth. But before that, we end up running into Ned Tudor. Defeating him in a fossil fight actually gives us the ability to locate elemental fossil rocks now. But before I went to my round 2 of my fossil match, I decided to dig up a couple of brand new fossils, and I found a brand new fossil rock called a Curious Fossil Rock. This was a special fossil rock where not only do you have one side to dig, you could flip over the fossil and dig on the other side. This introduced a brand new plethora of Vivosaurs. Some Vivosaurs where you only need one body part to complete their entire index. Afterwards, we end up reviving a couple of brand new Vivosaurs and take on Rocking Billy. It turns out that Rocking Billy revealed to us that he was actually the third member and the main mastermind behind making the Jungle Labyrinth monster. And so we go into battle with him. Dude, I think Arrows is so high level, it doesn't even matter what I do. There's a range disadvantage, but there's an elemental advantage. 19, 31 damage. Almost all of its HP. Well, there we go. I kind of missed the old sound effect. Nice. We beat Rockin' Billy, and then we got tons more XP that make our arrows even stronger. Ah, possum spit. That ain't how my plan was supposed to go after all. Ain't gonna forget this, Bubbaloo. I got my eye on you. The pair of fools we caught in the jungle couldn't wait to implicate you in their scheme. Time to go. Hey, they gave us a fossil rock for cleaning round 2. And we leveled up. The mysterious mask fighter Pauline has won in a masterful performance. Yeah, so Adrian, sounds like you got through round 2 as well. I feel like she's gonna take off her mask, and Todd's gonna be like blushing. All round 2 are complete. We have a brand new dig site, Mount Crackenack, locating on neighboring Cranial Isle. Flights to this island are available from the heliport. Whoa. We now find ourselves on Cranial Isle. We end up meeting Terry, who is the leader of Cranial City, where he tells us that Stella has been talking to him about how awesome we are. He also introduces us to the holder and bank system. Unlike in previous games, in Champions, you can now actually have the ability to have more than one Vivosaur, meaning you could basically have a team of all Allosauruses if you want. But this is going to be useful for the future feature of Super Evolvers. We end up going to the brand new digging site, Mount Crackenack, looking for some juicy fire fossils. And we end up running into Rupert and his brand new pet, Digger. Digger ends up going absolutely insano and goes AWOL on Rupert, prompting us to go and disable his battle and digging feature. After a quick battle with Digger, he ends up calming down, allowing us to continue digging for brand new fossils on Mount Crackenack. But when we end up going back home, we end up seeing a brand new announcement on the Jumbotron. BB Bandits? Waha, this park shall be mine. And forget digging at the volcano, for I have blocked the path. Your cup will soon be no more. Waha. Why do I wonder, is that Joe Wild West that's in that costume? Did you see that, Adrian? It was Don Boneyard, the leader of the Barebones brigade. Those guys are the biggest, baddest crime syndicate around. What the heck is going on here? With the introduction of the BB Brigade, they've locked us from ever digging in Mount Crackenack ever again. So we go back into the building and meet Jed Tudor, the brother of Ned Tudor. Beating him in a battle allows us the access and the ability to find dark fossils. And even though we still can't dig on Mount Crackenack, we still have the ability to revive all of the previously dug fossils that we had. And so we dig up a couple of new ones, including Desmo, which is a brand new one-piece fossil Vivosaur thing, and a couple of new ones, bringing our total Vivosaur count even closer to 174. Upon re-entering Mount Crackenack, there is a large boulder that we cannot get to, but with the ability of Rupert's robot, we're able to break through and fight the first appearance of the BB Barebones Brigade. They're just the BB bandits, they're just reskinned. These guys end up introducing a brand new type of dinosaurs, bone dinosaurs, statistically weaker, I'm pretty sure. But these bone dinosaurs are reskinned versions of original dinosaurs, but they're all bony and all cool looking. They're completely unfazed by the horror of our Bonehemoths. Don Boneyard has 3 commanders that are almost as strong as he is. They'll beat you so bad your own mom won't recognize you. Despite this, Joe Wild West proudly proclaims that the cup will still go on despite the BB Brigade. And because of that, round 3 has now been announced, and so we dig up a couple of brand new fossils and head on to our round 3 of the Calio Cup. And we're up against Nell. I don't know who the hell this is. Of course, the fight was rather simple. I mean, they're all just NPCs. But what's really cool is the reward for completing round 3. We get a giant fossil rock, which is literally one of the coolest things I've seen Fossil Fighters Champions add. Essentially, every single body part of the Vivosaur is now combined into one, and you have to scroll to dig all of them. Hands down, one of my favorite features. Also, when you dig it up, you end up getting all of the fossil parts and the accuracy in which you dig it up, and which makes just unearthing the index so much more easier. Unfortunately, this is only for like a set amount of dinosaurs, so not every single thing like a T-Rex, you know, you can get all of it, but still a very fantastic and cool feature. We now have access to the Rainbow Canyon, where we meet a little dog, Madam Pooch, and Joanny. We end up passing them by and going deeper into Rainbow Canyon, where they introduced the gondola system, which is basically mining a fossil horizontally, which is really cool. It's way more simple to mine on here. I really enjoyed it. But when you end up going down to the base of this Rainbow Canyon, you end up finding Pauline again. But this time, Pauline doesn't have her mask. And for some reason, our main character doesn't realize that it's her. But turns out she's from the Dig-a-Dig tribe, as you can see by how she talks, and her mask has been taken by Joanny. And so after a quick fight with Joanny, we take back the mask to Pauline before discovering that all of the women have been kidnapped into a spa. Turns out the BB Bones Brigade has been kidnapping women and treating them to a spa in order to discourage them from fighting. And so while here we meet Cole, the leader of the BB Brigade's unit in charge of the spa, and he has a B Rex, a B Lambio, and a B Plesio. And this fight went as smoothly as you can imagine. So this fight was relatively easy, and thus Cole is set to fly away. Because of this, we can now give Pauline her mask back, which, surprise, surprise, this mysterious girl without the mask is actually Pauline. What? You were Pauline all along. After beating Cole, it starts off the next round of the Fossil Fighter Cup. And because of that, we have a lot of brand new fossils to dig up. Rainbow Canyon was home to a lot of really cool fossils, including more giant fossils. And so after digging up all of them, we go off into round 4. How you doing? All right, let's see. All wind types. Let's do this. This fight shouldn't be too hard. I think Roger can solo all of them. It's nice knowing you, Lucinda. Sorry to tell you, but you're out of this cup. You're out. Oh, you too. After defeating round 4, we end up getting one of my favorite rewards, or an introduction to a brand new system called Wondrous Fossil Rock. Terry ends up giving us a Wondrous Fossil Rock as a reward, which is a silver fossil. Digging this silver fossil allows you to augment any one of your existing dinosaurs for a stat boost. And depending on which silver fossil you dig up, whether it's the head, the leg, or the arm, it gives you a different stat. It also reworks the color palette. And so we give it to our favorite dinosaur, Raja, increasing his life points by 20 and a bunch of other stats, but also turning him red. Because of this, I realized that there's going to be a brand new subcategory of dinosaurs called super evolvers, which we have to grind later on. And so I kind of note that down later on. You don't gotta worry about it. But anyway, Joe Wild West ends up inviting Todd, me, and Pauline into his room and decides to form a brand new team to fight against the BB Brigade, the Calio Patrol Team. How about you, Adrian? Can I convince you? What if I say no? gonna say no. You don't say no to a legend. No. Bro, you gotta say yes. Fine. I knew you'd say yes. I hate you guys. What if I wanted to join the BB Bandits, huh? Don't you remember, Joe? 2 years ago, you came along and saved us from a rogue aloe. Don't tell me you forgot us. Sorry, partner, but I don't remember anything like that. Theory, guys. I think this is a fake Joe. This is a fake Joe Mama, and I think the BB Bandit boss is actually him in disguise. I don't think it's him. I think that's Joe Wild West. Who the heck is that? He looks like the guy from Charlie Murder. Lester, as one of my 3 trusted Barebones brigade commanders, I will let you heed this operation. Force the cancellation of the cup and drive those cursed fighters from this island. With the 4th round of the cup being completed, we now have access to a brand new dig site over on the brand new island. We end up meeting Kent, the cheerleader, bruh. And of course, following tradition with the previous islands, we go ahead and fight Fred Tudor, the last of the Tudor brothers, and he teaches us team skills. I'm not gonna lie, I'd never used these in my entire game. And so we go on to Hot Spring Heights, a brand new smoking cold dig site filled with a bunch of brand new dinosaurs that we promptly revive. And obviously, it goes without saying, as I'm doing all of these revivals, on the side, I'm also upgrading my sonar, my tools. We finally pick up chip number 1, which now allows us to not only just get heads and bodies, but now get arms. We end up running into Rupert outside of the shop, and it turns out that his father has come to visit him. You guys don't look related. Thank you for coming to see me, father. I know your time is most valuable. Fossil Dig CEO. I hear you are making steady progress. Do not fail me. Yes, father. Damn, he's kind of a... I can't say it. I'm gonna get demonetized. That's all my father thinks about. Wedding the fossil. Whatever. This is none of your concern, Adrian. Please forget any of this happened. I like you, Rupert. You're way more tolerable than Sasuke. Now, before the 5th round starts, we end up getting called into Joe's suite again and meeting Minister Pomposa. He asks us to go find the princess that's gone missing of the kingdom of Nomadistan. And showing a picture to us, it's revealed that the princess is someone we've met before. Minister Pomposa offers a very delicious reward, a miraculous fossil rock, a very valuable resource as we need 30 of those to eventually unlock our super evolvers. And who is this princess, you ask? It's the German girl with the dog! Before we go off and go find her, though, we integrate a Wondrous fossil onto Arrows, which is a silver fossil arm. This gives him this like white glow, which kind of made me sad. I miss his original color. But afterwards, I took a quick detour to the shop to just explore what I had in the shop that was available, and I found something called a hair mask. This allowed us access into something called the Hair Club, which is just a tedious thing that I had to do. It is a digging simulator. You can basically practice digging here. This at the time I didn't really care about, and I was gonna just pass on because, you know, I don't really want to dig. But later on, when we have to collect every single Vivosaur, there is a Vivosaur that is locked behind 80 fossils that I have to dig. While trying to find Giovanni, I end up making a pit stop at Rainbow Canyon where we first saw her. And while here, I was able to find an Aloe fossil head. Aloe is one of the best dinosaurs in the game, at least I think, and he looks very cool. So obviously, we're adding that to our team. We end up going into Jungle Labyrinth where we actually finally find Giovanni. But then all of a sudden, sneaky and snarky Todd and also Pauline end up swooping in and taking Giovanni, trying to get the miraculous fossil for themselves. And so we end up walking back to the Joe Wild West suite with Giovanni's dog, where it's revealed that the princess is not Giovanni. Oh, joy of joy, she has returned. Princess Pooch! this series never disappoints. And well, because of this, we had access to the first miraculous fossil of the run, giving us access to our first super revolver. I'll do it for Aloe for now, and super revolver may emerge. Yeah, let's do it. This is our first super evolution. 1 out of 30 super revolvers have been completed. What the Giga Aloe? It doesn't even look like Aloe. Dude, look at this guy. All right, look, we got arrows. We got Raja. Giga Aloe. We're putting him in the front. We're playing around him, dude. He's ranked 3, and he has better stats than my Raja. Things were picking up finally, but I still needed to progress the plot. While in Hot Spring Heights, Todd hops into the hot spring, and all of a sudden, it turns into Jello. Turns out the Barebones Brigade has been plugging up like sponge Jello mixtures into the pooling system. And so we head on over to Mount Crackenack with Rupert to take them on. Since we came all the way down here, I'll tell you a little secret. I'm one of the 3 Barebone Brigade's commanders. I just fill the hot spring with jelly so the fighters can't move, and if they want out, they'll have to eat their way out. And by the time they're free, they'll be too fat to compete. B-Rex, B-Tricera, B-Brachio. All right, see you later, Bone Triceratops. Lester has been defeated. No! Operation Fill Hot Spring with Jelly is ruined. After this entire ordeal, you can tell Rupert's warming up to us now. And then the whammy comes. What do you think you're doing, Rupert? I've heard reports that you held another fighter. Need I remind you that you are the public face of Fossil Dig Incorporation. We cannot afford you going on such fool errands. You might have destroyed our image. This is a sad day for me as your father. I'm sorry, father. Apologies are worthless without action. If you are truly sorry, you can prove it. by winning round 5 of the cup. Crush your enemies, Rupert, or I will know where your loyalties lie. After digging up a couple of brand new fossil rocks, we end up going into the next round of the Calio Cup. Is the Princess Pooch herself. She's got a Gomp, and a Marple. What the fuck? Aloe Giga on Marple. There's no way you're surviving this. That's what I thought. You're a stuffed animal from round 1. What are you talking about? I don't know why she showed up to the fight with 3 stuffed animals, but it's impressive that she got to round 5, whereas Todd lost on round 1. Great job, Adrian. I always get so excited watching you battle. And Princess Pooch, you really gave it your all out there. The fact that a dog is better than Todd, it speaks volumes. Dudes, that was seriously a smoking battle. You make it all the way to the semifinals, and I know you're not in it for the money and stuff. Here's a prize anyway, little dude. You got the red mask. That's a special mask. If you wear it and you excavate, you'll see what I mean. After the fight, Kent ends up giving us the red mask, which is a mask we can wear to only find fire types. These masks are going to be very, very useful later on, and we get a sneak peek onto the next villain, Lola. Please, Don Boneyard, hear me out. I have a new plan that's bound to work. See, this time we distract all the male fighters with hip electronic gadgets so they forget the cup. I just need some video games, DVD players, about 300 cell phones, and the world's largest flat screen TV. Don Boneyard, wait. My new plan is gonna rock your socks off. See, this time I'm gonna sneak chocolate pudding into the hot spring. Oh, wow. It's like both of you are the exact same guy. It's a girl. Ah, Lola, where have you been? All right. Sorry, Don B. I had to go do a little bit of karaoke. You see, if I sing for 6 hours or so, it aligns me all my energy and gives me maximum power. So yeah, I think you can relax now, Don B. I got a plan that'll cancel that cup in a flash. It's groovy, man. You're gonna love it. I don't know. They just don't seem as threatening. I wish they like killed some people. It's at this point in the story where we're about 60% of the way through done with the campaign. I'd even say 70%. But Adrian, you barely have any Vivosaurs. You barely have any masks. You barely have any super evolvers. When is this gonna pick up? Well, calm down, my friends, because the story is gonna ramp up faster than you know it. The next part of the story starts off in Ice Grip Plateau. Come on, Adrian, we gotta wake up this man before something terrible happens. Oh my. Bargle. Well met, old bean. I am Professor Nigel Scatterly, curator of the Calio Museum. Zonga Zanga's immortality spell unleashed a great and terrible power. With this magic, he could force his own skull into the head of another, thereby assuming his very oh my god. I figured it out. Don Bones is not Don Bones. He is Zonga Zanga, and he transferred his mind into Joe Wild West. So they swapped identities. Howdy there, pards. It's me, Joe. I'm afraid we have a problem. I need the patrol team to show up at my suite. Turns out the BB bandits or the BB... Oh, I keep messing... BB Bones Brigade. You know what I'm talking about, okay? The bad guys took these 3 electromagnetic things that kind of power the entire island. And so we head on over to the Ice Grip Plateau to meet Lola. And this is where we're confronted with all of the members of the BB Brigade. Outnumbered 2 to 3, things are looking dire. But luckily for us, it looks like all 3B Brigade commanders suffer from a terminal case of overconfidence. Rupert, let's go! I need to start being more honest with myself. I like this cup, and I'm looking forward to facing Adrian in a fossil battle. So I've decided it would be most disappointing if it was canceled. Rupert, you're the best. Notice how Todd's not here? All right, let's do this. She has a B Lambio, B Brachio, B Jarum. I don't really care because you're all gonna be dead. Wind Blast, take out Boney. It's all the same. They all use the same dinosaurs. It's cool and all, but you're all losing so fast. It doesn't matter. I hope we're done with the like BB Bandit like basic stuff. I hope they like introduce the Zonga Zanga stuff. This is also when we actually get shown to the next area available in the story. You would think it'd be maybe a glacier or a river. How about the inside of a giant fish? Cutscene. What is that? We died. What ate us? What the? We just got eaten by a whale? It's kind of nice in here. Oh, imagine all the fossils we'll get in here. We end up getting swallowed by the Bonehemoth, and inside the Bonehemoth, turns out there's a guy living in there for a couple of years named Robinson. He's been in here for about 10 years now. And after gathering a couple of fossils and basically kind of teaming up with the BB Brigade, we hatch a plan to make the Bonehemoth vomit us up. And how are we gonna do this? Well, we're gonna go tickle its tonsils. That must be Lord Tonzilla. We're not fighting it, are we? It's a tonsil! Lord Tonzilla. Oh my goodness. I mean, see how much damage. They're 100 dude, we're fine. We're fine. This is the stupidest Vivosaur I've ever seen in my life. All right, this should kill it, right? Yeah, we win. That was easy. You defeated Tonzilla. After the battle of Lord Tonzilla, we end up getting wrecked out. Is that a word? Wait a second. So you're saying what's gonna happen is... Holy, yo, the BB Brigade in the backgrounds they're dead. I thought there was gonna be like Todd coming in with a pterodactyl. Oh, we just land on the ice. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, there you are. I thought you folks were dead. And with that, we head on back to the suite, return the electromagnites, when all of a sudden a little side problem comes into play. The mask that Pauline has been using has been giving her confidence, but we know that it's part of the Dig-a-Dig tribe. And what ends up happening is the mask gets stuck to her face. And while she's running out, we run into a familiar face. Oh my gosh, the mask won't come off. What do I do? What do I do? I'm cursed. I'm gonna have this mask for the rest of my life. No! I don't understand. Is that some kind of special mask? Yeah, what's going on? You explained the secret of Pauline's mask. I see. So the mask has magical powers, does it? The Chieftain! Pauline, wait, Dig-a-Dig, Pauline! You are friends of Pauline, Dig-a-Dig. Ah, yes, it seems you are, Dig-a. I am the chieftain of the Dig-a-Dig people from Vivosaur Island. Vivosaur Island! I am also Pauline's grandfather, Dig-a-Dig. The mask that Pauline wears is enchanted with a spell of ill will, Dig-a-Dig. It gives the wearer confidence and cheer, but there is a price. Once it takes hold, it is impossible to remove. The mask becomes the master. When I learned Pauline took the mask, I came right away, but Dig-a-Dig, I came too late. I cannot pursue her, Dig-a. I am too old and my back is too sore. Please, you must help my dear Pauline. You take Rainbow Canyon. Probably in here. I checked the bottom of the gondola. Are you prepared for battle? What? Did the mask make her go insane? No, just stay away from me. I have no control over my body. The mask makes me attack everyone. I can't stop myself. Oh, cool. Crypto, Berta. Damn, you got a Berta. That's sick. How much damage are we doing? 81. Not bad. All right. Aloe Giga. Maybe I should go mine for the aloe body parts. You're welcome, Pauline. Oh, mask fell off. I don't need you anymore, mask. I'm gonna fight on my own and talk like my own. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. I'm so happy right now. What are you doing? Huh, that's amusing. The mask is off, but the one who's red in the face is Adrian. Dude, my character in every universe. You have changed, Pauline. You are talking to others despite having no mask. I know. It's awesome. I owe it all to my friends, Dig-a-Dig. They taught me how to trust my feelings. And we leveled up. After that whole debacle, the character, Pauline and Rupert stare off into the night sky. And we start talking about our dreams and ambitions all together. This is truly a heartfelt moment. And my favorite part is that Todd's not here. But now starts the first semifinal match. And our opponent is Pauline herself, fighting without her mask for the very first time. And her team was rather formidable, including a unicorn. An Omias? Wait, it's a super evolve. A fire type super evolver. I never want that on my team. All right, let's do Aloe Giga on Alessio. Well, 219. Cool. Insta kill. That's what I wanted to see. And then we're gonna end turn. We don't need it. We need to kill these guys though. These are the scary looking ones. How much damage we're talking about here? Come on, arrows. Give me something. Up. This is gonna be a close one. We are at an elemental disadvantage. This might be bad. If they kill Giga Aloe, we might still have a chance. Oh, please. Oh, please. Oh, please. We're gonna do 27. 52, 65. Immediate kill. Now, we have a range disadvantage and an elemental disadvantage. Activating solo power? It got buffed. Oh, no. Please don't rotate all the way back. Please stay in the front like a... Oh, no. Syntho Smash. How much damage is that? 84! Eros Alert. Come on. How much damage are we talking about? Come on. Please be good. I know it's a range. It's a disadvantage, but please. 26. 67. Oh, no. We got it. Oh, that was scary. Oh, I got to make sure. I got to level up Giga Aloe. He's so underleveled. Why are we holding hands? Thank you, Adrian. Thank you for everything. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the final, Dig-a-Dig. She's blushing. What if you played as a girl? Would it be Rupert? I won. So I guess that means we'll be facing each other in the final. Good luck, Adrian. I'm looking forward to it. And so am I. Nice work, little dude. That was some epic ownage you dealt out there. Here's a prize for winning. Medieval Series Icon set. And then I think we're getting a Don... Yep, this is the real Joe. I know it's the real Joe. Don Boneyard returns with the final threat. He promises to try and sink all of the islands using an explosion by blowing up the spinal cord of the island. Our job is to locate the spinal pillar and stop it from being weakened. And also on top of that, we need to gather a couple of ingredients to make some type of residue to make sure it doesn't break. And what we need is a Sardinosaurus fossil rock? Sardinosaurus, located in the petrified woods. While here, we excavate a couple of fossils, and then at the end of the petrified woods, there's a vine that you can climb up where you can locate the Sardinosaurus, and with this, we're able to patch up and fix the spinal pillar. While here, we finally find that Cole has been behind the shaking of this specific pillar, and so we go into a battle with him. And while we're in a battle with him, let me explain to you guys what are the big problems. So right now, there's a couple of fossils and fossil fighters champions that are very, very rare. Now, one of the things that's really cool is that you can actually get a couple of these rare fossils here in this spinal pillar area. The problem is I didn't do that, and once you leave, you can never come back to this place ever again. So I have to go farm those later on. But guess what? Luckily for us, this might be the last time the BB Brigade ever causes trouble again. Joe ends up telling us that they have actually fled and led us to their base. And so we end up launching a full-scale raid on the BB Brigade base, fighting through all of the henchmen and finally facing Don Boneyard himself. All right, let's do this, Don Boneyard. You have done well to make it to my inner sanctum. But playtime is over. Let's see if you can beat me. Wait, do I know you? Yeah, see, it's Joe. Never mind. I'll have time to bone on such things later. Until the cup is canceled, I will not allow myself to be defeated. Let's see what he has. He just has the same things that it's just the same things that everyone else has. It doesn't matter. Arrows at the front. Arrows is low-key carrying. We're going to use Arrows Alert on B-Rex, and that's going to be doing, let's see, it's 37, 61 damage, 90 damage, 98, 94. Nice. Take out B-Rex. He's going to use Bony Cutter on my Giga Aloe. 50 damage. Not bad. Bony Crush. He has a range advantage. 112. Oh, man. All right, let's pop a Arrows Alert. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Now, we are at a range disadvantage, but we got the numbers. Let's pop an Arrow Special. This is not going to kill it, obviously, but we can then swap to Raja and deal some damage. 14, 28, 35. Yeah, we're not really doing that much damage. It's the range disadvantage. Since range doesn't really matter, let's just hit it from here. Raja Rage. 11, 20. This might kill. 39. It's killing. Yep. I don't know why they did so much more damage. There's that yellow glow that I get. I don't know what that is. I've never seen it before. And we win. We beat Don Boneyard. 30. Whoa, 30 points. That's a lot. Nice. My Bonehemoth's defeated, but it would take a fighter of such unbelievable skill to... Oh, yes, I knew I met you before. You are Adrian. Of course, it really is you, isn't it, Adrian? I had no idea you were in this cup. You must listen close to me, Adrian. The Calio Steo Cup cannot be allowed to continue. Do not trust anything the present Joe Wild West says, because he is... Are you all right, Adrian? We will meet again, Adrian. It's Joe. That's Joe Mama. It's confirmed. They swapped minds. Zonga Zanga is in Joe's body right now. Where is Don Boneyard? No idea. I wouldn't worry. You're pretty little head about that right now. Thanks to y'all, we captured the 3 commanders and all their bare bone lackeys. Without him, old Don Boneyard can't do much more than stamp his feet and twiddle his thumbs. Now we can hold the final like we always wanted. Yeah, I know. It's literally he's having the final to groom the champion and take over their body. It's a literal Orochimaru situation. If Rupert wins, he'll literally be Sasuke. And after that chilling remark by Don Boneyard, we end up going back home and continuing the finale of the Fossil Fighter Champion Cup. And of course, without it being said, the finale, the final battle of the cup will include us beating Rupert. At least we think. I don't know how to tell you this, but Rupert, his father came and took him away. What? His father's actually terrible. Come on, Digga. Dude, his father's... What is wrong with this guy? Do not make me repeat myself. You will withdraw from the cup and you will do so now. But why? I've come so far. I refuse to accept this. I analyzed the fossil battle data of your opponent, this Adrian person. I then used this data to run battle simulations against your team, and the results were disheartening. Your chance of victory is only 50%. If you lose, it will cause irreparable harm to Fossil Dick Incorporation. So we take our dino medals and fight Rupert's dad himself, the Fossil Dick CEO. And guess what we did? Beat him. Obviously. Solving the parental issues of their family, and now we can fight Rupert in the finale. All right, Rupert. It all leads up to this. Rivals from the very beginning, but only one champion can remain and claim the Calio Steo Cup. Well, here we are, Adrian. Do you remember when I said I didn't care if I lost? Well, that's not quite accurate, because I don't intend to lose to you today. Let's do our best. The next match is Adrian versus Rupert. Let's go, Adrian. Let's show them what a true fossil bat. I hope I don't lose it. Did I save before this? Let's see. He has a Mappo. What is that? A Mappo King. A Mappo and a Mappo. So he's using the same guys. Wait, in terms of stats, his is better than mine, actually. They're all water types, which means arrows is more effective. I'm going to pop arrows in the front. All right, let's try arrows alert. We have elemental. We have range. We got to kill this guy first. This guy looks like a menace. 80, 131. That's 210. 211. If we had Demetra, this would have been bad. All right, well, I'm just gonna do another arrows alert. If you die, that's on you, buddy. 120, 199. Oh, that is so disappointing. I'm so sorry. Well, now we know what happens if we super evolve a Mappo. Conqueror Special. Damn, you should have used this on Mappo King. 45, 65, 109. Damn. All right, well, we only have one more attack with an elemental disadvantage. That is insane. All right, arrows alert. How much we talking? Come on, give me some good damage right there. Give me some good numbers. How much we talking? 109, 220, 330. We got to use boost more. That attack boost is insane. All right, now he's killing my aloe. I mean, not my aloe, my arrows. Perfectly fine. We got an FP boost. Let's use Raja Whirl. Oh, that rotates him. Oh, that's not good. Let's rotate aloe. We have a range advantage still. Aloe Giga. This should win. Damn, Rupert's team was strong. No wonder he got this far. But why did you use all water types? You should have had at least like an earth type in there. Well, Rupert, that's it. You won, Adrian. It's strange. I always dreaded the thought of losing, but now that it's here, I feel serene, calm. And the battle was so much fun. Did you see how I attacked with anything that I had? It was a privilege and an honor to meet a fellow fossil fighter like you. Thank you, Adrian. And long may our friendship endure. What the hell, man? My boy. It's Joe Wild West, or so we think. With the cup being over, we now finally have the rights to inherit all of the islands. And so Joe Wild West ends up telling us to stop by his suite later. And folks, this is where the story kind of gets pretty fun. So I'm probably going to stop the commentary for a little bit and let you guys experience a plot twist that's going to knock the skull straight out of your head. Did it, Adrian? You're the champion. It's so cool. Me and Adrian are going to swing by Joe's suites. Okay, Pauline. Why are you coming with me? It's my victory. I'm so glad you came, Adrian. Yeah, and why is Todd here? Look, Todd's more excited than me. Oh, you brought Todd. Well, that doesn't concern him, but fine. He's here. How nice for us all. That's what I'm saying. Let me give you a little history. I want to talk about a king, a great man who ruled over the Calio Islands. I want to talk about Zonga Zanga. He was some horrible sorcerer that implanted his skull in other people's bodies. Yup. Then they lock him in a chest and seal him in the stone pyramid. But that's not where the story ends. There's a second act that no one knows about. It takes place in the stone pyramid, uncountable years after the skull of Zonga Zanga was sealed away. A single man, acting on pure chance, found the stone pyramid and the chest with no idea what was inside. That was Joe Wild West. And the moment he cracked open the lid, that poor man's body was stolen by Zonga Zanga. You want to know the name of that poor, wretched man? Shall I tell you? His name was Joe Wild West. You are beginning to understand. I am not your foolish cowboy friend. I am King Zonga Zanga. We knew it. Dude, did he just say that he's Zonga Zanga? But this body is old and smelly, and living in it forces me to fake that ridiculous accent. I need a body that's strong and full of life if I want to regain the full measure of my powers, and that's why I held the cup. Long ago, I used this tournament to select the majestic vessel, and now I have done so once more. You should rejoice, Adrian. You will become the new body for the great Zonga Zanga. And with you as my vessel, I'll have no trouble regaining all my formal powers, and I will use those powers to rule the world. Switch bodies with Todd. I'll give you Todd. As we look around for an escape, all of a sudden, Don Boneyard busts through, mimicking the cutscene of Joe Wild West saving us in the beginning of the story. Time repeats itself once again, and we successfully escape as Don Boneyard, who is really Joe Wild West, explains to us the situation. Turns out he formed the BB Brigade to stop Zonga Zanga from choosing a brand new majestic vessel. And the reason why he was trying to stop this cup was to save all of us. He explains that he found the Vivosaurs in the temple itself, and that's what he's been using to fight back. And so we now hatch a plan to try and rescue back Joe Wild West's body, and we go to Professor Scatterly. Hello, buddy. Good heavens, you claim that Zonga Zanga has taken over Joe's body, and that the real Joe was pretending to be Don Boneyard this whole time? You almost had this old man there for a second. Ain't no joke, Professor. Take a look at what happened to me. Good gravy. A skull that moves and talks. Well, this is simply fascinating, but it's Joe Wild West. It seems I have no choice but to believe your tale. They're sending an international manhunt after me, I think. Hello there, everyone. It's me, Joe Wild West. I'm afraid I have some sad news about our champion, Adrian. I've learned that he is actually a member of the hated Barebones brigade, running with them from the very beginning and rigging matches to be assured of victory. Our so-called champion is nothing but a fraud. I want Adrian captured and brought to me. Oh, don't do this. That's all right. We're on Adrian's side. Really. We battled you in the cup, and we know you won by fair means. You've disappointed me. I trusted you, you know. Screw off, guys. Who knew the champ was actually a member of the BB Brigade? It's sad, really. Get off your high horse. Come with us and nobody has to get gnarly. Don't do this. We're surrounded. What are we gonna do? Todd, what are you gonna do? Run, guys. I'll take care of these guys. What are you going to do? I wanted to run because I was afraid. I've run from a lot of things, so I'd hang back and let you guys all do the hard stuff. Todd, you're always so brave, Adrian. You took on everything, no matter how scared it was. And then Pauline took off her mask and Rupert stood up to his father, and I was a coward. It made me ashamed. But I'm done running. No more fake stomach aches for me. You're my best friend, and I'm gonna save you. Go already! What are you gonna do? A stego? No, don't do it, Todd. They're gonna eat you alive. With Todd somehow miraculously holding them off, we retreat back to the BB Brigade base headquarters. Now with Professor Scatterly in our ranks, we're able to make a historical guess on the next step of what we should do. Turns out if we are able to locate the original pyramid of where Zonga Zanga is from, there is a weapon in there that is able to knock Zonga Zanga's skull out of Joe's body. And that is the Calio Pipsqueak hammer. And so we head on to the jungle labyrinths. In the very back of the map, there is a secret, suspicious looking path. And upon interacting with it, we can now go into the pyramid that once held Zonga Zanga. Upon entering, we have to fight the guardian of the pyramid, which after defeating it gives us the Calio Pipsqueak hammer. And with this, we launch a full-scale attack to try and get Joe's old body back. Whoa! This is fire, dude! We're almost at Wild West Tower. Wait, dig. We're not moving forward. Wait, why? Is this Zonga Zanga's spell? We're going down! We have to climb up to Zonga Zanga on our own. You think we'll have to fight all of the, like the teachers? Yeah, we do. Well, that's just a bold plan. Yep. Hey, to be fair, they're pretty loyal to Joe, but Y'all are gonna lose. Stella, Terry, Kent, you gotta listen to me. I'm the real Joe Wild West. That thing in the tower is just an evil skull that wrangled up my body. Sounds crazy, but you gotta let us pass. Tell them something that they only know. We don't have time for this. Adrian, get the Zonga Zanga. It's okay. We got the champions fighting the teachers. Prepare for battle? Yeah. Who are we gonna fight? Todd? No. I'm here for Adrian. I know you never liked me. I know you make fun of me for losing to you in round 1. You think I'm a joke? I'll show you who's laughing. What? You can't fool me anymore. All hail Todd. Did Zonga Zanga take over? Oh, he's been hypnotized. Whatever. We're gonna whoop his ass. Dude, it's Todd. What is he gonna have? Goyle, Spinax. Honestly, your team's not that bad for being such a loser. Let's see how much Roger Rage does. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't one-shot you. Impressive, honestly. Honestly, Todd, I'm kind of impressed. Your team is actually not that bad as I thought. It's a shame that you still lost. All right, Todd, snap out of it. Get out of it, buddy. What happened? What have I done? I mean, I was always cheering for you, but I guess I was jealous the whole time. Jealous of the way that you've always won. Jealous of how easy it was for you. I'm so sorry. It's okay, Todd. You forgive me? Really? You're still a pussy, man. All right, let's get up. Hey, it's Adrian. Stop. They're going after Joe. Stop them. I reckon I can lasso these doggies all by my lonesome. Go. Get my body back. I'm Joe Wild West. I must say, I did not expect this. Yes, let's not waste any more time with empty threats or revealing of plans. You will give me your body, and you will do it now. And I got the Pipsqueak. Where did you find that? That thing is not supposed to exist anymore. Your body is mine, and I will claim it in the guise of your hero, Joe Wild West. Let's see what he has. He has a Sadon, it has a beard, Argento, and a Burrto. Great. He has 2 long ranges. Eros Alert on Sidon. We have an elemental and range buff. Let's see how much we're popping. 63. 105. Okay, not bad. That's only a 4th of its HP. Holy shit, that's not good. Wait, we actually might lose. Oh, never mind. We got it. We defeated Sidon. All good. All good. Mountain Crush. Damn, yes. 600 FP. This should kill. 110. 181. Nice. That kills. And then let's use our strongest move. Aloe Terra. I've never seen this before. What does it look like? Ooh. And we win. We've saved the Calio Steo Cup. Well, that's if Todd bonks him. Well played, human. And yet, without the Pipsqueak, I am invincible. So what will you do? Perhaps you will send your Vivosaurs to attack me? But you can't do that, because then you would destroy the very body you came here to save. Your body will be mine one way or the other. I got it, Adrian. Is there a cutscene? Oh! Get his ass! Get his ass! Go, go, go! Bop! Isn't that then Joe's skull? Quickly, Joe, reclaim your body. I feel like $1,000,000. Leveled up. As much as I'd love to dance a jig, we got business to finish. Right now, Zonga Zanga can't steal anyone else's body, which means we gotta catch that skull and lock it away for good. It's gonna escape, isn't it? Oh, no. Actually gonna escape. Rupert went down, but I don't think he caught it. I think Zonga Zanga took over Rupert. I got it. All right, where is it? So what do we do now? We take the skull to the stone pyramid and seal it up. That's not Rupert. That's not Rupert, dude. I think you should carry this, Adrian. You defeated Zonga Zanga. It's only proper that you carry his skull to the end. Don't worry. I gave him a sound thrashing, so he should be quiet for a while. That's Rupert's skull. That's not Zonga Zanga's skull. Glad it all worked out. I'm not Zonga Zanga. It's me, Rupert. Yeah, right. Do I look stupid to you? I'm not lying, I'm Rupert. Please, my friends, you have to believe me. Hey, Adrian, watch out. There's Zonga Zanga's skull in the elevator, but before I could subdue it, it struck me with a headbutt. And then when I came to, I found myself in my current state. He's right here. Wait, I'm saving. I feel like there's gonna be a crazy fight about to happen. I'm kidding. I know why you're here. Because I am Zonga Zanga. You were so very close. How frustrating this might be for you. Had the Pipsqueak's power lasted longer, this Rupert fellow would have had me. But I have good news. I've decided I'm not going to steal your body. Behold, the power of the magic. Oh, cutscene. Zonga, 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 Zonga. What the Rise, my kingdom. Holy sh! Dang it, I didn't know that fella could pull a castle out of the sea. That sounds like a brand new dig site to me. Once it becomes fully adjusted, I fear Zonga Zanga will be impossible to stop. Well, then I'll just guess we have to beat him before he can get comfortable. I sent Stella, Terry, and Kent on a tear to see if they can get into the castle. It's some kind of hurricane. There's no way we can approach the castle. We're gonna take the whale, dude. I know we're gonna take the whale. Don't say it. Do you have an idea? What? The fossil cannon? Hey, it's Rupert's dad. I've been briefed on the situation. I wish to say that I can say the good of the world is my concern. Well, yeah, also, your son's not in the body. Yeah, I believe I can modify the cannon to fit your needs. Hell yeah, you can, brother. Oh, wow, looks like you're all skilled at labor. Is it the BB Brigade? Yes. Like, when I found out that Don B was actually Joe Wild West, it blew my mind. You totally fooled us. It was a trip and a half, man. I want you guys to gather the BB Brigade and give this fella whatever helps he needs. We're all teaming up. The Avengers. Are you ready to go to Zonga Zanga's castle? Yup. Wait, once you're gone, there's no way to get you back. Yup. Rupert's skull leaped into your pocket. It feels lumpy. Dude, I love Rupert. Oh my god, dude, I love the cutscenes. Oh, shit, dude. What the fuck? Oh, we're badass. We made it. He must be up here. Let's go. This is crazy, dude. Oh, This is crazy, dude. You are beginning to annoy me, but your effort is too little and much too late, I'm afraid. I've already grown accustomed to this body, and my former powers have all returned to me. Now I shall show you the true power of my sorcery. I will show you long extinct dinosaurs from beyond time itself. I will show you the undead dinosaurs born of the Stygian dark. He has a Z Tricera, a Z Elasmo, and a Z Terra. He has zombie dinosaurs. Kind of cool. Wait, what typing is that? It's like a black type. Z Elasmo combo. How much is that? 21, 27. Oh, maybe we're fine, actually. How much does Eros Alert go? Miss? Oh my god, because our accuracy... Wait, can I like offset the accuracy or... Dude, this is bad. Can I even hit anything? Oh, I can. For like negative damage. Wait, dude, this is really bad. We're really debuffed. And we keep missing because of that. Oh my god. This is terrible. I can't use my range advantage because of that. Giga Aloe's dead. Oh no, dude. And now all the debuffs are on one character. Oh my god. All right, hold on. I have a strat. Raja Whirl. Let's see if this works. If I can get them all to mess up their positions, I could have a chance. But I don't know if it'll work. It didn't work. Oh my god. I gotta at least do this. This at least splits them up. At least the stat is deep. Dude, that's zombie Terra in the back is crazy. All right, at least it hits. But it does like, dude, it does like no damage. Raja Whirl. How much is that gonna do? 48. Come on, please change it. Rotating. Damn. Come on, kill the Z Tricera. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. 15. Nice. Oh my god, dude, I don't think we're gonna... Dude, there's no way, man. They're too strong. Unless they don't rotate. If they don't rotate, we might have a chance. Please don't rotate. Please. 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 They didn't rotate. They're fucking stupid. Put Eros in the front. Eros Alert. Do a lot of damage. You have no debuffs. And you have close range. 38. 61. Okay. 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 Please don't rotate. If they rotate, we're screwed. But if they don't, we win. Z Elasmo triple. We'll live. We'll live. We live. We live. 80. We live. Undead wing. I think we live. I think we live. We live. We live. We got it. We got it. We'll pop a wind blast. This should kill the pterodactyl because it's super squishy and doesn't have any... Yep. Rotate Raja all the way up for the range bonus. Raja Rage. How much damage you talking? How much damage you talking? 37? 77. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Eros is dead, but we can do this. Come on, Raja. Wait, no, don't do Raja Whirl, actually. Raja Rage. If we whirl it, it's gonna be bad. Raja Rage. Dude, that was rough. Holy crap. His dinosaurs are so strong. Unless there's another set. I didn't get any experience. What's going on? What's going on? What the Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We can barely kill the zombie ones. He looks kind of cool, though. Wait, dude, we lost. Rank 14, rank 16, rank 14. Dude, I mean, at least we're going first. Holy crap, minus 85 defense. You've got to be kidding me. Let's try Eros Alert. He has 700 HP. There's no way, dude. 67, 111. Oh, maybe there is a way, actually. Hold the goddamn phone. Wait, this might work, actually. We'll pop an Eros Alert again. Okay. Pop a Raja Fang as well. I just got to kill Zonga Zanga. Wait, this could work. Evil Horn. What is that? That looks like it's gonna hurt. 199. Zombie Roar. That's gonna hit everything. 46, 17, 115. Oh, wait. Why does this look winnable? Maybe because it is. Let's do Eros Alert. 66. 110. Wait, this is winnable. Wait, this is so winnable. Please one shot. I think I can one shot. I have Inflame and Eros Alert. And a 32% increased damage. Come on. Tricera? Come on, kill. Come on, kill. This is the only time I've ever used you. Yes! Wait, we can win. I cannot believe we're actually somewhat doing something. Undead Assault. Go for it. You can kill my arrows. It's not gonna matter anymore. All good arrows. Before I attack, Inflame. Raja. Attack up. And then Raja Whirl. This is gonna rotate it, but it's fine because if Raja dies and I can get more, it's fine. 244. We win. Oh my goodness. I thought we lost. That was so much. That was so nerve-wracking. We only won because Tricera gave a point up to Eros' already insane damage. Are you reverting back to his skull? Dude, Zonga Zanga looks sick. Oh man, I hope we get that. I'm assuming we'll get that Vivosaur. Even my final spell failed. Where do you get this power? My friend loves fossil battles, but loves Vivosaurs even more. They respond to the affection and give their all to Adrian's cause. Is that what makes a fossil fighter? I don't understand any of this. It's over, Adrian. Thank you. Without you, I'd still just be a bouncing skull. And then now this thing is gonna happen. It's gonna blow up and we're gonna die just like before. Joe Wild West coming in to save us. Oh, never mind. It's Todd. Same thing. Got it on dig-a-dig. I'm really glad they have these cutscenes. These are so cool. I love it. I love it, my friends. As y'all know, the Calio Steo fossil park in the world was recently facing some grave times. The ancient sorcerer Zonga Zanga up and tried to take over the place with his dark powers. But thanks to the work of a single fighter and some friends, the world was saved. Let me introduce y'all to that fighter. May I present the courageous fighter that whooped up on Zonga Zanga, Adrian. You're gonna make a fine park owner, Adrian. I know it. So you're gonna accept it, right? I think I'm not gonna accept accepted. All right, yeah. Why don't you want the park? Because Joe gave us dreams. That's right. Without you, we would have never carried out our dream of becoming fossil fighters. All right, you twisted my arm, so I'll stay on as the owner. So sometime soon, I plan on holding a second cup. And it's going to be the biggest, baddest, rude, tooniest tournament ever. So I want y'all to get ready for the Calio Super Cup. That's never going to happen, by the way, because the third game sucks. And with that, that marks the end of Fossil Fighters Champions, but not for us. And not even actually for the game. There's a decent amount of post-game content you can do. Since we're done the main story, we can now move on to the other parts of the 100%. And if you guys look at the bottom right corner, there's a couple of things that we have to do still. Quick side note, I actually love the post-credit scene of Fossil Fighters Champions. It just feels so fulfilling having everything kind of wrapped up in its own way. But now starts the post-game of Fossil Fighters Champions and our trek to getting the 100%. Believe it or not, we're only about 30% of the way there. Anyway, there's a lot of post-game content that we actually have to do. In order to actually complete and get all of the Vivosaurs, we need to do a bunch of the side quests. The first thing I did was grind a couple of dinosaurs off camera. I'm not really going to be showing the revival process for most of the Vivosaurs because you can kind of infer it's the same thing. I'm kind of just looking at a wiki most of the time and just finding the right location to find which Vivosaur and going to those. Now, for the post game, you can now find a couple of the BB Bandit Brigade members or Todd, Rupert, and Pauline scattered around the maps. If you actually find them, you can engage them in a fight, and if you win them, they actually give you a couple of brand new Vivosaurs. This is actually how you get most of the bone Vivosaurs in this game. Around this time, since I was excavating so much, I was able to find a miraculous fossil rock. Later on, we're going to have to actually farm about 29 of these to get all of the super evolvers, which actually took me about like a couple of days. But while I was farming for the extra 30 plus Vivosaurs compared to the last episode, I actually found my own miraculous fossil rock, and I was able to get another super evolver for the list. We end up visiting Lester down in Cranial City. You can actually find them in the shop, and after beating them, we get a couple of brand new dinosaurs, and also we start buying up as many masks as possible. Masks in these games are actually very useful, unlike Fossil Fighters 1. Most of them give an effect. Outside, later on, we end up going into the plaza of Ribular Town where we find Lola, and upon beating Lola, we actually get some more bone dinosaurs. And the last thing I did in this one play session is I went and challenged Zonga Zanga. Well, it's not really Zonga Zanga. The team at Fossil Fighters Champion Inc. ended up turning Zonga Zanga's fight into a tourist attraction. This fight was absolutely brutal. If you don't play your cards right, you could probably just die immediately. Not only does Zonga Zanga have some crazy support debuffs, but the two zombie Rexes that he has make your attack and your defense and all of your stats go down by a whopping percentage. Meaning that most of the time, if you're not killing the right dinosaur fast enough, including like a Zonga Zanga or a Z-Rex, you're probably going to miss all of your attacks. But luckily for us, we had a very good attempt, especially since I ranked up all of my dinosaurs to rank 20 at least. We were able to take out Zonga Zanga and get the brand new zombie dinosaurs and the Zonga Zanga dinosaur, which ironically isn't even that good. But now starts the main quest of the post game of Fossil Fighters Champions, the brand new Champion Cup. After you beat the entire game, you're allowed to re-challenge and do the cup once more. Now you guys might be wondering, well, you're gonna be fine, aren't you? You have rank 20s, you're the champion of the island, Adrian. Why were they re-challenge you? Well, when you redo the cup, they only allow you to use specific dinosaurs, whether it's from the Jurassic era, whether it's from the Cretaceous era. And on top of that, all of your opponents are actually all max level, and they have Wondrous or Miraculous fossils on them. There's going to be 4 of these cups happening, one in every city, meaning Ribular, Cranial, and Ilium is going to get one, and after you beat all of them, you get to do the Champion Cup. But while we're doing the cup in Ribular Town, we run into a familiar face. Round 2. Okay, let's do this cup, and then we'll see what the third cup is and like what you need. And then, what? I'm Rosie, the champ from Vivosaur Island. No. You are not the champ. I was the champ. Ooh. All right, let's see what she has, though. She has a Smilo Android. We're whooping her ass. Oh my God, they put Rosie here. That's so cool. Why is her profile picture? So because of that, we've now seen Rosie and the Dig-a-Dig Chieftain. I really do wish we actually saw our character, but we don't. Although that is not the end of the recurring characters. There's going to be some more characters in the DLC. But anyway, we trek on in all of the tournaments. These tournaments were not actually as hard as you think. The only hard part is figuring out what type of dinosaurs you're allowed to use. For example, in the Cranial City, you can only use Cretaceous period dinosaurs. But yeah, like I said, these aren't necessarily super complicated. I just spent most of my time looking at the fossilary, kind of figuring out which dinosaurs fit in which period. And then I went ahead and grinded them to level 20, beat all of the tournaments. And after Cranial City was done, same thing for the Ilium tournament. So while I was grinding some more Vivosaurs and getting way more of them to like level 20 because we're going to be needing them for the tournament, I started working on the side quests and started getting all of the other Vivosaurs that are actually locked behind side quests. At this point, I also had an extra miraculous fossil rock that I dug up, and so now we have 3 out of the 30 super evolvers. But while I was working on the Cranial City tournament, I went ahead and started doing the side quest of the Hot Spring Heights. In Hot Spring Heights, you can meet this guy named Greg Cook, and he asks you to help him cook an egg, specifically for 10 seconds long. Your goal in this side quest is to basically count 10 seconds exactly to the decimal. Now, luckily for me, if you get about like 9.9 something, they actually give you the dinosaur we're looking for, and in our case, it's one of the chickens. But with that being said, there we go. The next side quest we do is at the BB Brigade base. There's now a puzzle in Don Boneyard's room, and it's kind of like a matching puzzle, and depending on how many you match and how many errors you have, you actually get a different reward. Now, you can honestly do this on the first try, but because we're doing for the 100%, you actually need to get all of the rewards. The way that I actually did this is that you can actually fix the pattern in which they appear. So because the game cycles through like 5 patterns of the types of whatever it is, you can note down the pattern on a piece of paper and then systematically just pick how many errors you want, thus allowing you to get every single tier reward. Doing all of the rewards gives you one of the eggs for another chicken Vivosaur, and they also give you another miraculous fossil, which we actually use on Spinax for a Giga Spinax. And also, real quick before I forget, I ended up revisiting the hot spring to do the egg trick, because turns out if you actually do it at 10 seconds on the dot, he gives you a miraculous fossil rock, which I need, 25 of. Now, the way that you actually do this is you look at the 3 dots of your character. After you see those 3 dots cycle through, I believe 7 times, on the second dot when it appears, if you tell him to take it out, it will always be on the 10-second mark. I found that out on Reddit. And so because of that, we now have another super evolver added to the list. And this is when we start getting some of the cute ones. But like I said, there is actually 4 tournaments, with the final one being the Champions Cup. The Champions Cup is held at the Bone Brigade base, with the contestants being the 3 leaders of the island, and the final opponent being, of course, Joe Wild West. All right, so Stella has she has Tefla. Tefla's the thingy that I wanted to use, and a little Hibagon. I don't know. There's 55% less defense, so hopefully this one-shots. There's a range and elemental advantage. 325. I'm surprised it didn't one-shot. I'll use Raja Whirl again. Let's see how much we're doing. 195. All right, this should kill the Tefla, which I think is the strongest in their team. 247. Nice. And then it doesn't really matter what else we'll do. I think I'll try to kill that guy in the back. All right, Gravel Breath. 81. We win. All right, so that's Stella. Next, I believe, is Terry. Terry has all fire types. Let's swap out all of my earth types. This team should be fine. I kind of want to keep Comso, but they're probably just going to target it and kill it. Oh, God, look at this team. Wait, Lugmos? What is that? I'm worried about that Ace super evolver at the top. I've never seen it before. Dimorph Wave. It kind of looks like a Pokemon. 104. I think Eros is going to die. I think Aloe Fury will kill it. It has a good range, but not range advantage. Kill. Nice. Oh, I think we win. If it hits, we win. If we miss, we might lose. Oh my God, we actually might lose. I could try to hit it from here, because then I don't get the range debuff, or I don't get the debuff from the whatever, but it has to hit. Why am I not hitting it? Did I lose? Wait, did I lose? Oh my God. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna put it on auto. I want to see what auto's gonna do. Interesting. Okay, ankle biter on Poloro, which is interesting because it's an earth type on a fire type. Now it's Terry's turn with 690 FP. Is he gonna do anything? He's gonna rotate. He's actually making his move now. Lugmos Blaster on Aloe in the back corner. 105 damage. Dimorph Wave on Tricera, doing 156 damage. Now we're doing ankle biter on Poloro once again. Tricera combo on Poloro now. How much is this gonna pop? Is it gonna kill Poloro, or is it gonna stay in the battle? And it's gonna do 85. It's gonna do 106. Now as Poloro is out of the battle, Terry is gonna be using Lugmos Tail on Tricera. 50. Okay. Dimorph Star on Aloe in the back, clocking in at a 96. Tricera combo on Dimorph. It's gonna miss. It's not gonna hit. Every single time I've used it, it hits. It hits. So when you use when the AI uses it, it hits. But when I use it, it doesn't. Tricera actually might kill. Tricera is going after Lugmos instead. Interesting choice. Is it going to hit or miss? It's going to hit. 190. Holy damage. 413 rotating to the front now. Kamsa going into the very front, trying to attack, hitting ankle biter on Lugmos. Is it going to hit? Is it going to kill? We're about to find out. It misses, obviously. Tricera to the front. Is he going to hit it? We're about to find out. It hits it. Tricera's the AI is gonna win. We're gonna win on an auto battle setting. That's insane. It hits. We win. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Maybe I should wait. You think I can use AI or the auto battle to win against the next one person? We're fighting Kent now. What does he have? Kent has all what? Whoa, Galgaron. It's 84, 67, 167, 209. Immediately out of the count. 460 damage, killing Marple and giving the opposing team 475 FP. But that doesn't matter because Comps is gonna relocate to the front. using Compso Kick, doing 36 as a critical. Is the AI bot getting too overconfident? No, he's not. He's bringing up Aloe to the front to be doing one last parting blow, doing 55 damage into the enemy team. Damn, maybe the AI does play better than me. This is an existential crisis is what it is. Oh no. Either we're doing bad decisions or the AI is just making better decisions and just overall smarter than me. And we win. I can't believe it. Should we do AI or auto battle on Joe Wild West? It's Joe. Never thought I'd see the day where I battle one of my own partners. It's an honor to go to war against you. Let's make this a battle to remember. So if I win, can I keep the island? Terra, Heracles, and Bulgon. Dude, look at Bulgon. Enemy attack zone minus 99 defense. All right, let's go with this. I'm gonna go on auto battle. Joe has an advantage. He has some super evolvers and he's a higher rank than me, but we have the power of auto battle. Wow, look at the debuffs. All right, we're gonna pop an auto. We're doing Compso Kick immediately. Interesting on Heracles. I think Heracles is a Tricer. 102. Okay, let's see. Wind Blast. I don't know why we're doing Wind Blast instead of the strongest air type move for the elemental advantage. 338. Wait, Joe, don't tell me that was one of your strongest dinosaurs. Immediately lost to auto battle feature. 900 max. He's bringing up that little freak to the front. Bulgon Blast. 450 FP. Hitting everyone on the front line for only 1 damage. 1 damage. How much for Compso? Dude, are we really going to beat the champion with an auto battle feature? Go birds, I guess. Great Vortex. 86 damage on Tricera. I mean, at least you did that. We're popping in a Wind Blast on Bulgon. Let's see how much damage we're doing against this elemental disadvantage. We're popping in 227. Wind Blast being a 70 FP move is kind of disgusting. Cocking at a 241 damage. Compsos to the front using Gravel Breath. Even though that's not his intended purpose, we're still clocking in at a 237 critical damage. Now the auto battle is going to be running up Smash and hitting Terra. Always missing. Auto battle is going to be using Triple Threat, which is an interesting choice. 62, 77, 93. Apparently a great choice, giving Adrian the battle, the victory against Joe Wild West, the champion. Maybe, I don't know. I'm lightheaded from that. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have successfully defended our position as the champion of the Vivosaur Islands. I will say though, I do wish Joe Wild West's team was, I don't know, a little bit more stronger. I feel like I had more trouble fighting Rosie in the tournament. Anyway, because of that, we're now given the best reward of the game, at least for us, the head fossil mask. Every single tournament so far has been giving us extra masks for all the body parts. At this point, we had the leg, arm, and the body, and the only thing we needed was the head fossil mask. This, as you probably can tell, will only allow us to dig up heads, which for our specific purpose is very, very good. But now with the head mask, we start working on the rare fossils in the game. And the first set is an Ice Grip Plateau. Ice Grip Plateau has the Megalo Fossil Rock. And believe me when I say it, I spent about a week looking for it. Rare fossil rocks are quite literally very, very rare. They only spawn in a specific amount of areas in Fossil Fighters Champions. And I'm not talking about like just in Ice Grip Plateau. I'm talking about specific tiles that it spawns on. If they actually go on the Wikipedia, they actually break down the dig maps of Fossil Fighters Champions. And depending on which fossil rock you're looking for and what type of dinosaur, it actually changes what spawns. So because I'm looking for a Megalo head in Ice Grip Plateau, I have to look at these specific tiles. Those are the only ones that will spawn. We are now so ever close to the 100% of Fossil Fighters Champions. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Rainbow Canyon. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing off camera, and then you can imagine what I'm not doing. Literally, this is my routine. I go to each dig site, and I'm like, okay, what dinosaurs do I not have? I'll go to the respective area where they're found in, because every single map has like a specific area and section where you can only find a specific dinosaur in. So in this case, we're gonna go to Rainbow Canyon. We're gonna pay 5K to go inside. I'll do green because I don't think I have any air dinosaurs from this area. And then I'll just literally do this for 5 hours a day. I'm really glad that I have this spreadsheet though. It makes it so much easier to look and grind for dinosaurs. But as you can see, because of this head mask, we're only going to be finding heads, which is a lifesaver. Oh my goodness. Brand new dinosaur. Cool. So yeah, I'm probably going to be doing this for the next couple of hours. And yeah, wish me luck. Folks, we are now so ever close to the 100% of Fossil Fighters Champions. If you look in the bottom right, this is actually the final episode that I had, and I only had a couple of Vivosaurs left, 2 more masks, and about 25 super evolvers. If you guys can't tell, I've been grinding, and as you can see by my counter, I have 157 Vivosaurs out of 174, and I've gotten a lot. I've gotten T-Rex, I've gotten Guan, I finally got Megalo, who was super rare to find, but essentially I found a ton, and I mean a ton of Vivosaurs in my time playing off camera. camera. And honestly, it wasn't that hard. I was using my spreadsheet to kind of like check who I needed, and I just went to the area. But some dinosaurs were much more harder to get. A lot of them were more like rare, especially dinosaurs like Tarada. Oh man, this guy was hard to get. But yeah, I'm not really going to go into all the like specifics of all the things I did to get these dinosaurs. Basically, there's some fossils are way more rare than others, but because we beat the world championship in the last video, we have access to the head mask, which is what I'm wearing right here, which made fighting just dinosaurs way easier. But at the same time, I essentially have almost every single dinosaur from the main game. I know I'm missing one like right here on number 4, which I believe is Tarbo. He's a rare dinosaur that I haven't gotten, but I have all of the chickens. As you can see, all 5 of them I've gotten here. I did all of the side quests for them, including the one where you have to dig 80 fossils for the hair club. But yeah, long story short, I did a lot of grinding off camera. It was just me mining fossils nonstop, doing the hair club, doing a bunch of side quests. And because of that, we only really have a couple of dinosaurs from the main game left. But the reason why I say main game is because I recently just downloaded the DLC for this game, and I am very excited to try it out. At this point in the game, I finally decided to tackle on the DLC. Since most of the post-game content was done, I could do a couple more side quests, but they weren't really necessary. But now are the last, I would say, tricky 20. The rest of these Vivosaurs that I'm getting are now all from the DLC. Somehow I was able to make the Wi-Fi give me the DLC, so I was able to get all the DLC Vivosaurs, which include Igno, Frigi, and all of their reskinned goodness. I actually really like Frigi. I don't like what they did with Igno. But now starts the DLC side quest lines, which include a couple of recurring characters. The first one is Rhyme. Rhyne? This character is actually from the Fossil Fighters manga, which is the first time I'm ever hearing about that. Doing this side quest actually gives you access to Saladasaur, or Salada. The way that you do this quest line is you have to go meet him in the skull of like the first area. He'll then give you a mask, and then with the mask, you go back, revisit him, and then he'll ask to fight you back on the BB Brigade base. It's a very simple and a very fast quest line for this dinosaur, so I'm really glad to have done it. But now next is the Dinorian quest line, which means, of course, we're going to be seeing some familiar faces. The music! I can't believe my holographic transformation technology chose to broke down now. Oh, I startled you. Forgive me. My name is Duna. I'm a Dinorian. I'm trying to engage in fossil battles for research, but you mammals all flee when I reproach. Perhaps you would be willing to help me with my research. I need you to battle me in my dino form. Okay, so Dinomatons. Okay, they updated model, level 20. Duna, ooh, look at her model. It's like more, the eyes are sharp. We have a range disadvantage, but our elemental should make it do decent work. And we have Inflame. 40... 78, 97. Okay, not bad. Okay, this should kill Duna. And then now I might just do auto battle. You are much stronger than I anticipated. I must know your name. So Adrian, may I ask you one favor? Your battle prowess was so strong it caused errors in my data. I need you to find my friend Rapton, the racist one, and battle with him so that we can compile both sets of data. Greetings. You must be Adrian. Ooh, he looks so Asian. Do inform me about you. You have come to battle me, yes? Yep. Ooh, Rapton's model's nice. Positron beam. Was that always, did they always have that? That's a lot of damage, huh? Rapton is an underrated character, I would assume. He's just, whenever I think about Rapton, I just think he's the racist one. All right, Rapton, we beat you. I like you. I'm not used to losing to one so squishy. He's a challenger leader, King Dino. He's at the stone pyramid. My brother, long time no see. He looks so Asian. I'm King Dino, king of all Dinorians. How dare you keep me waiting? I shall let it pass this time, but only because you defeated Duna and Rapton in battle. So Dino, his model looks okay. And then 2 Dinomatons. All right, we're either gonna wipe or get wiped because Dino's kind of hard. Will they use his original soundtrack? Come on, come on, come on, come on. They are. Wow. Oh my goodness, look at that debuff on us. All right, we need to kill Dino. Maybe go after a Dinomaton instead. The thing is though, Dino's gonna probably have to go to the front to attack. And I'm gonna do this. Swap this. It splits the debuff. I'm gonna inflame. If I can kill at least a Dinomaton, I'll be pretty decently happy. Come on, arrow special. Please hit it. Please hit it. Please hit it. Please hit it. Okay. That's it? Oh no. I need to rework my team if I die after this. I might have to use Raja. 60 damage, damn. Compso's dead. Oh no, no, he has full DPS. Let's use triple threat on Dino. Come on, kill. 200 damage. Crit, 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 crit. 71, 87. All right, we actually might win. Dinomatons can't do anything without Dino's support effects. I'm gonna do triple threat because it's in star range, which is the best range. How much damage are you talking? 77 critical, 95, 115. We win. Yeah, last one. We're fine. Dinomaton has to be close range, but if it's in close range, it's gonna fight arrows. 98. We win. Have me worried there, Dino. No bad. You remind me of a boy I once met. That was me, brother. That was me from a different timeline. Young he was, and yet he managed to save the planet from annihilation at the hand of Ganesh. Yeah, a 10-year-old boy did that, right? But that is a story for another time. You, Adrian, have allowed us to get valuable battle DNA. Data. Now take these and go. King Dino commands it. Dinorian Roboguard. Duna. Raptin, Dino, and with that, all of the main side quests that we need to do have been completed. We now have 164 Vivosaurs and 10 left remaining. Out of these 10, all of them are all rare fossils that we need, but some of them are specifically left there. Some rare fossils can actually be found in the DLC of Treasure Lake. This is a DLC area that is given access to you from the Wi-Fi, and the way that you access it is by going to the fossil cannon. This part of the map has their own exclusive fossil pool, and most of them are actually rare Vivosaurs. For example, like an Igua. An Igua is, I believe, a rare drop in Petrified Woods, but if you actually get it from this fossil lawn area, it's actually just a common fossil. Same thing with a Tarbo. A Tarbo is, I believe, a rare drop for Petrified Woods, but it's a common drop here. So because of that, I was able to actually save a lot of time with the rare fossils in this area. Now, looking back on it, you can actually further optimize this run by getting more of the rare fossils in like that bone spinal cord part of the game. A lot of things like I think Megalo is in there, Cryo maybe, or Electro. I forgot. There's a couple of Vivosaurs that are rare in the actual map, but they're common there. Now, a couple of the other Vivosaurs that were left remaining were actually supposed to be available in the Dusty Dunes DLC. But turns out that's actually cut content from the game, and you actually cannot access it without hacking the game. And so, well, I gotta actually get those Vivosaurs by myself. And that took quite a while. I'll be showing what these Vivosaurs are on screen. You guys can see it right now. These took me forever to get, and luckily for you guys get to see in a couple of minutes. But for me, these took me about a full couple of hours, maybe 3 to 4. But yeah, these guys were a pain in the ass to get. Oh my goodness. All of the rare Vivosaurs on this list just took me forever. Everything else was so unbelievably easy to get, but then just these guys, absolute nightmare. Now, the last Vivosaur I needed to get was an Andrork. Andrork is a Vivosaur from Fossil Fighters 1 that you can find in one of the volcanic peak mountains. And when we dug up the fossil, well, this is what happened. All right, if we are done here, that was perfect. If we're done here and we get all 100% of the Vivosaurs, we'll be done that category. We will then get all the masks done because we'll get the completionist mask. And then all we need to do is our supers. Hello, Andrork. I don't know why you're so rare. You don't deserve to be rare. Please. 100%. 100%. They usually give you a pop-up. Oh. And because of that, we now have completed the Fossil Fighters Champions Vivosaur collection. But with that, we get the completionist mask and a bunch of other stuff, but we're still not done yet. I now had to do all of the super evolvers. Getting all of the super evolvers is probably the most brain dead thing I actually had to do on Fossil Fighters Champions. To summarize the entire process, basically, super evolvers, to get them, you need a miraculous fossil rock. Well, luckily for you, Fossil Fighters Champions gives you about 4 fossil rocks like this. They give you one for doing the Madam Pooch questline. They give you one for doing the egg drop. They give you, I think, another one for like doing dropping fossils, and then a couple more, but I'm pretty sure it's only around 3 to 4. Because of that, that means we need to grind about 25 miraculous fossil rocks in our own time. Now, luckily for you guys, you can't tell in my camera, but a couple of hours have passed. And the reason why you can't tell is because I'm wearing the same outfit, because I stood there in my chair the entire day grinding for it. Now, I don't think I showed any clips of me grinding because it was literally the same slog over and over again. But basically, I wore, I believe, the pink mask, and I just went into Hot Spring Heights, and I've only dug up miraculous fossil rock indicators, which are yellow. Most of the time, they give you Wondrous fossil rocks, or they give you dark fossil rocks, but one every, let's say, 30 minutes will give you a miraculous fossil rock. Because of that, I was able to get basically all of the super evolvers that I needed, and this is just a montage of me just reviving all of them and just seeing all of the new forms. And I love super evolvers. They are probably some of my favorite designs, like hands down. They're so cool. Every single one of them is so unique. And yeah, that is all of the super evolvers in Fossil Fighters Champions, and all of the Vivosaurs and all of the masks. But yeah, that is 100% of Fossil Fighters Champions. All of the Vivosaurs, all of the masks, all of the supers. It was an unbelievably fun and enjoyable adventure. And 10,000%. I don't even care if you are 10 years old. Please try out this game. This game is an absolute masterpiece. I hope one day they make another Fossil Fighters games. Hey, Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out, right? Got a touchscreen. Give us a stylus. Let us dig. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see the episodes and like individual battles and the individual grind, you can check that on my second channel. I try not to show it as much in here because, well, you know, this is more of a summary. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and it's been Adrian, guys.